It's time for Diamond Nautilus. Yay! Wish I could. I have like a million Nautilus games. Well, three to be exact. Voice it too. So, I get instantly recognized. This is the first of the three ranked games with Nautilus and Diamond. So I could upload the other two if people really like Nautilus. So, anyways, attack speed red, armor yellow, magic resistance scaling blues, movement speed quints. I think it's 0 and 21 9 because the buff mastery is godlike on this giant fat guy. I think so, yeah. Including the movement speed mastery for utility. I'm not exactly sure if I didn't just go Magic Pen 9 in this one, and then on the other two games I went the utility tree. Mostly just because I forgot how important movement speed was for a second when a full retard moment. Anyways, Fiora's kicking Jace's ass, and I want to dive him. Though bottom lane gets killed, and I was hoping to get first blood here. I gotta just I just give one hit and take the kill. I'm like, okay, well, either way I wouldn't have gotten an assist, so might as well get the kill. I'm hovering around. Mid got killed. Katarina and Jarvan are around, so I couldn't advance any further without partly getting slaughtered. So here I am, just minding my own business, last hitting a few things. Katarina is pretty hard for Nautilus to gank. Jarvan is kind of the same deal if they were to duel, so I'm going to sneak down bottom, who is pushing really hard, and Leon is like jungle food for like in most cases. So my teams engages. They finally realize, holy crap, he's here, but they're in no position to try to escape. Hook Ezreal, bam, bam, he's dead. Then I change to Leona, start bashing her brains in. I turret dive, I tank the turret, and I get the double kill. What's his face? Draven would have gotten it if he didn't pull back. He should have just tossed another one and picked it up. Anyways, I love how Nautilus looks when the game is. Astro Nautilus walks when the game is sped up. It looks so amusing. Here I just kind of see if I can try to get Katarina, but of course not. She's too hard for Nautilus. Yeah, okay. Get wolves. Blue is about to spawn. I give it to Nidalee because she isn't doing bad. I mean, she died early, but she's not doing bad. So here I go, try to sneak myself in. The lane is a little too pushed, and I was hoping that maybe they'd want to engage. But Janna kind of has, Leona's number right now, so I just decided to go back home. The first items with Nautilus I usually try to get is, what's it called, the Spirit of the Golem. Ancient Golem. That, or ignore that and go for Shorella's Reverie, because Shorella's Reverie is godlike on Nautilus and Scar. Anyways, I can't get gank from the river because it's pretty much warded, so I go up there for ambush gank, and you can see Jarvan on the menu map make his way top. He's going to try for a direct gank. So I'm going to sit here not to fight, not to kill, but to counter gank. So once Fiora gets initiated on, I go right in, use my ultimate, and just keep everybody at bay. It's like, walk away. I get CC'd, but I'm like, I'm not going to die anytime soon. I still flash away, though, because Jace could fucking kill me. He burns his flash, I walk away, no problem. So in a sense, it was a successful counter gank, and it left Jace a bit weaker. He was already losing to Fiora without her ultimate. He'll just lose worse now that he doesn't have flash. Though my ultimate is down, but it's not going to take long. Katarina initiated on the Nidalee, thus she didn't have anything to escape. Except when it comes back in cooldown. So you see her a little bit, dealt damage, and now their jungler and their mid lane are pretty much incapacitated. They have to go back, or they have to play super safe. This allows us to push the turret rather easily, but bottom lane seems to be coming like middle or around here. So Jarvan tries to go home, hook him, he dies. Like, the Nidalee wasn't enough to kill him, and I pick him up with my ultimate. I didn't know if Fiora was going to finish her off. Fiora comes in mid, pops her ultimate to avoid turret aggro and all that good stuff. Escapes. Nidalee tanks it. I'm surprised. I thought I'd be the one tanking it. So Nidalee ends up dying sadly. If I tanked it, she would have survived, then it would have made a much cleaner kill. I'm 4-0-1. This is pretty good, but it would have been better for me to give the kills to my other teammates. There's a difference between Nautilus and Jarvan. Jarvan, if I get kills as Jarvan, it's cool, because I can buy murder items or super tanky items to make up for the shitty base stats. But Nautilus doesn't need items to deal damage, or, doesn't really have a full-on offensive build like Jarvan does, so there's no reason to have an excess amount of gold on him. So when you do stuff with Nautilus, it's best to give kills. In this case, I want to give a kill again, so yeah, there I withhold, constantly barraging them. Here is a really bad play from my team. I don't think we should try diving. I mean, at least full on dive, because what's her face? Leona could just probably CC lock somebody down. Janna dies, our Draven dies, somehow Jace dies, and then I am forced to escape. I mean, we could have dove that fully and probably killed a few of them, but I didn't think it would have been worth it. In retrospect, it probably would have been a good idea. Like, my death would give. My death would have resulted in Draven possibly picking up more kills and gotten him fed, considering the fact that I took a few of the kills during the ganks and denied him some gold. I mean, he still had some gold, but it would have been better if he got gold. We easily take Dragon. I don't get his smite stolen. My team can full on engage on theirs. My ultimate, sorry, I'm slurring my words a little bit. They have Katarina. She can't do shit versus me. Like, the second she does anything, I just alter or Q her, and her ultimate's done. So as long as she doesn't get any follow-up kills and resets, then she'll never use her goddamn ultimate. And I'm going bottom to save the Janna. I miss my Q gloriously. And I just go right in on the enemy, what's her face, Leona. I don't know why I fucked up my auto attacks there, but I used my ultimate here just because as a precaution, because I didn't want her to finish off the Janna. No kills for Leona. Either way, my ultimate doesn't have really that long cooldown. Now it's not like we're going to need it because we're kind of scattered. Fiora died somehow. I didn't pay attention to how she died. And then, my friend gets in a heated debate about Fiora because she loves Fiora. It's like, no, Fiora's my champion. But either way, go back and I buy the locket of the Iron Solari and another cloth armor and a ward. Mostly because their team is kind of pretty much all physical. Aside from the Katarina, who I don't think is going to be much of an issue here. So buying armor for the team, and their AoE is rather minimalistic. So I bought the locket in order to help us nullify that. They don't have magic, so again, the Aegis won't be that great. So some CC up on Jarvan's way. I mean, Jace's way. I jump right on top of the Katarina just to make sure she dies. Janna picks up the kill on Jace. Their team is scattered, and they're just picking up the remaining survivors, which is Jarvan. So we didn't kill everybody, and Ezreal got bottom lane, but we crushed the enemy. Killed 2 of them, and we're able to take a turret. Now we get to ward up the jungle and take advantage of everything. Here Ezreal's trying to push our second turret, and he's trying to go home, and he's hiding in that bush. Fortunately, I'm making my way there, and I'm gonna Q before he escapes. Just start bashing at him. He doesn't even try to fight back. He knows he's dead. He uses his ultimate. He's probably trying to farm the last few hits before he inevitable end. He gets a few CS, but we, get his blood. Virgin blood. Right here is kind of a little bit, greed moment. I flash in, I try to auto attack the Katarina just so I can CC her down, but instead I pull her back. Now I snare her with my auto attacks, but even though we can't manage to pick up any kills. Yeah, they escape us. It was a little bit greedy, but at this point, anything's fair. Like we're already kind of snowballing this game. Here once more, I try to pull in Katarina, though it was kind of a bad pull, and pull in Jarvan. We just disengage off that. My mana is low, Leona engages, then I get a clear shot at Katarina, but I screw up my auto attack, so it's kind of done. This being said, I bought Boots and Mobility just to gank more and get around more. I'm building Randuin's Omen now, because like I said earlier, they're all mostly physical. Warden's male component will just screw up Jace and Jarvan, and the Randuin's active, which is pretty much bury them. It's like they really can't do anything once I get that. So that would be my trump card, our team's trump card. As a proper build to deal with them. If they had at least one magic person, or Rihanna, or Ari, then maybe an Aegis of the Legion. This is just harassment. It's like, I don't want to fight her. I just wanted to, show her who's boss. It literally was. It was just me just posturing. It's kind of fun. Playing Nautilus is a fun experience sometimes if you got your team who seems cooperative. You mostly see me steal blue from teammates who aren't necessarily smart, good. But in this case, this team was actually very, cooperative and understood what the team was, what we were supposed to do. So we catch, what's her face, Nidalee catches Ezreal, kills her. kills her, and then we kill Katarina. Then we catch a Leona, and we're gonna pick her off too. So that gets us 3 kills. Now we get to push. Jarvan is fucked up, and Jace isn't gonna be able to stop us by himself. So we're able now to push on the next turret, but before that happens, the enemy team decides, this is going nowhere, and they decide just to surrender. Right now, surrender. Yeah, hooray for Nautilus.